Hello, everyone, and welcome to ENGLIORA English Podcast. I'm so happy that you're here today. If you're learning English and you want to sound more natural, more fluent, and more confident, then you've come to the right place. Every lesson on this channel is designed to help you improve your English step by step with simple explanations, real-life examples, and speaking practice that you can use every single day. Whether you're preparing for an English exam, improving your communication skills, or simply trying to speak English with confidence, this lesson is for you. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our future English lessons. Now, let's begin today's lesson. Today's topic: stop saying I think. Speak English with confidence. The phrase I think is one of the first expressions that English learners learn. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with it. People use it every day. For example, I think it's a good idea. I think she's busy. I think we should leave now. These sentences are completely correct. But here's the problem. Many English learners use I think in almost every sentence. When you repeat the same expression again and again, your English can start to sound basic and less confident. Native English speakers often choose different expressions depending on the situation. Sometimes they want to sound more certain, sometimes more polite, sometimes more professional, and sometimes more natural in everyday conversation. The good news is that these expressions are easy to learn. Once you start using them, your English will immediately sound richer, smoother, and much more confident. Today, I'm going to teach you powerful alternatives to I think that native English speakers actually use. We'll look at real-life situations, useful examples, and you'll also get plenty of speaking practice. So stay with me until the end because every expression in today's lesson will help you become a more confident English speaker. Are you ready? Let's get started. Expression number 1, instead of saying, I think, say, I believe. The expression I believe sounds stronger and more confident than I think. It shows that you have confidence in your opinion. Imagine you're talking with your friend about learning English. Instead of saying, I think practicing every day is important, you can say, I believe practicing every day is the key to success. Here's another example. I believe everyone can improve their English with regular practice. Now repeat after me. I believe everyone can improve. Excellent. That already sounds much more confident. Expression number 2. Instead of saying, I think, say, in my opinion. This expression is very common in conversations, meetings, presentations, and even English exams. It sounds polite and professional. Imagine your teacher asks, what was your favorite movie this year? Instead of saying, I think the movie was amazing, you can naturally say, in my opinion, it was one of the best movies of the year. Another example. In my opinion, reading books is one of the best ways to improve your vocabulary. Now repeat after me. In my opinion, perfect. Expression number 3. Instead of saying, I think, say, from my point of view. This expression is perfect when you're sharing your personal perspective. Imagine 2 friends are discussing whether online learning is better than classroom learning. You can say, from my point of view, online classes are more flexible. Another example. From my point of view, learning English should be fun. Now repeat after me. From my point of view, excellent. Expression number 4. Instead of saying, I think, say, it seems to me. Native speakers often use this expression when they're giving an opinion without sounding too direct. Imagine you're watching the weather outside. The sky is dark, the wind is getting stronger. You might say, it seems to me that it's going to rain. Another example. It seems to me that everyone enjoyed the meeting. Repeat after me. It seems to me. Very good. Expression number 5. Instead of saying, I think, say, as far as I'm concerned, This expression is slightly more advanced and sounds very natural in discussions. Imagine your friends are talking about the best way to stay healthy. You say, "As far as I'm concerned, getting enough sleep is just as important as exercise." Another example. "As far as I'm concerned, honesty is the most important quality in a friendship." Now repeat after me. "As far as I'm concerned, excellent." Expression number 6. Instead of saying, "I think," say, "Personally." This is one of the most common expressions used by native speakers. It's short, it's natural, and it's easy to remember. Imagine someone asks, "Do you like working from home?" Instead of saying, "I think working from home is better." You can simply say, "Personally, I enjoy working from home." Another example. "Personally, I prefer coffee to tea." Repeat after me. "Personally, great job." Expression number 7. Instead of saying, "I think," say, "I'd say." This expression is extremely common in American English. It sounds friendly and conversational. Imagine someone asks, "How difficult was the exam?" Instead of saying, "I think it was easy," you can say, "I'd say it was easier than I expected." Another example. "I'd say this restaurant is one of the best in town." Now repeat after me. "I'd say," excellent. Expression number 8. Instead of saying, "I think," say, "If you ask me." This expression is very common in casual conversations. Imagine your friend asks, "Which phone should I buy?" You might say, "If you ask me, this model offers the best value." Another example. "If you ask me, learning English is one of the best investments you can make." Now repeat after me. "If you ask me," fantastic. Quick review. Let's review everything we've learned so far. Instead of saying, "I think," say, "I believe," "in my opinion," "from my point of view," "it seems to me," "as far as I'm concerned," "personally," "I'd say," "if you ask me." Excellent work. You're already replacing one of the most common English expressions with more natural, more confident, and more fluent alternatives. And we're only getting started. In the next part of this lesson, I'll teach you even more powerful expressions that native English speakers use every day, along with real-life conversations and speaking practice that will help you sound even more natural. So keep watching because your English is about to level up.